Hello and hi everyone. We're back, finally. We're getting back to the tier list. Between life and all that good junk, we finally managed to get back to it. I appreciate y'all's patience. And without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. Just so we can get right into it. As always, my guest with me here is Zealotjohn. Say hello.
Hello.
And we are resuming. I think we stopped at the original Mega Man series.
I mean,
I
they're all the
think.
original Megaman series.
Right. But I think more specifically the Super Nintendo
Yep,
that
now we're
I
on the Super
remember.
Nintendo, yeah.
Okay, cool. We're starting off with Freeze Man.
Yep. And now we got more ice powers, pretty much.
Yay, more of this.
Yeah, like his version is more of being able to freeze through physical contact or shoot an ice ball that essentially will shotgun on contact.
Okay. Okay. Um, doesn't really sound all that useful compared to Iceman. Iceman was pretty straightforward. He just manipulated ice. This guy doesn't seem to have as much control over it.
I mean, Iceman's more of like shooting ice out of his breath, not full manipulation.
Oh, interesting. Okay. We might move him down then, just for that. And I think, screw it, we'll just kind of lump in all the ice people together, all the ice users together. Because I remember Blizzard Man being a little bit better than Ice Man, if that's the case.
Yeah,
But I
being
could
able
be
to
wrong.
basically make a blizzard on command for combat.
Which is freaking nuts. Again, I've lived in the Midwest. I know what blizzards are like. They're nasty.
Yeah.
If that man has the power to just summon a blizzard, that's kind of fucked. But next is Junkman.
He is made of junk and can use junk to create barriers and shoot off as projectiles.
What defines junk in this sense? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, you find him in a junkyard, so literally it's everything there.
I mean, that's pretty useful. Being able to manipulate a scrapyard into essentially barriers and attacks, like, I don't know, man. He might even be higher if the stuff is just like if the junk is degraded after the fact, he would be S tier because this man just single-handedly solved one of the biggest problems with world pollution. Like this man could clear out junkyards and improve home defense. Like how batshit insane would that be?
I mean, it doesn't actually get rid of the junk, it's just methods of using it.
Yeah, that's why he's not S tier.
Because
If it got rid of it, then
when you actually fight him in game, the junk barrier is just another circular barrier that goes around him that he can shoot off, and he physically throws junk as his other projectile. Like, literally
okay,
by hand.
okay, I get you. All right, Burst Man.
He shoots bubbles that have explosives in them.
Okay, that's not all that good. Like, are they regular bubbles
Yes,
or?
they're just regular bubbles that just have explosives inside of them that float around.
Okay. I'd say he's slightly above Bubble Man because at least his are useful. Like, having bubbles with explosives in it is still somewhat useful, but just because I think it's bubbles with lead is what Bubble Man is,
Yeah,
right?
bubbles made from lead versus bubbles with explosives in them, and oh no, a gentle breeze is blowing them back to me.
Yeah, like, he's definitely not. He's still better than Top Man. He's still better than Top Man by the virtue of having exploding bubbles. I cannot stress how better he is. Excuse me. Cloud Man.
He shoots electricity and can manipulate fake clouds to shoot electricity for him.
Hmm. Okay. All right. I could see some potential there. I would say that he's just as useful as Toadman, because Toadman created Acid Rain, right? Like, that's kind of on par with it. It's kind of
Yeah.
pseudo weather manipulation,
Oh
so I
yeah.
would say that's pretty decent. So I'd put him at the bottom of B tier. Springman.
He's made of springs.
That's it.
Yeah, Wiley ran out of parts, so he ended up having to use what he had left, which was a shit ton of springs. So he
So
made.
this man is literally bottom of the barrel. This man is literally bottom of the barrel. That's hilarious.
I mean, to be fair, he does like stretchy punches, can bounce around really good, and somehow turn springs into bombs somehow for gameplay purposes. But otherwise, yeah, he's just springs.
You know what? He's still not as useless as Top Man, because the fact that this man can somehow turn a spring into a bomb puts him just above being able to fucking spin.
And he kind of has a pseudo rocket punch through his spring punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but like, he's literally bottom of the barrel. I can't put him any higher than D. I would say putting him just below roll. Alright, Slash Man.
He's got Wolverine claws, pretty much.
Okay. It's not terrible.
And he also throws goop.
Goop.
Yeah, like just
What does the goop do?
uh, it just goops you. Like you're just covered in goop now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Bug it.
yeah. The claws are the main thing.
Bug it. C tier. That's, I mean, that's pretty solid. It's kind of on par with all of these other ones that are Tomahawk Man, Nightman, Windman. I'd say that that's pretty. I'd say just below Gyro Man. Cause Gyro Man, excuse me. Cause Gyro Man could at least fly. So. Shade Man, and I swear to God, if his power is just he manipulates the shade, I'm gonna lose my shit.
No, it's not manipulate the shade because it couldn't use the actual name they wanted for copyright purposes.
Ah, okay.
And then the second name they wanted to use, they already did use.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's his power?
Uh, he's actually a host of a Halloween attraction repurposed as a combat robot by Dr. Wily, so he's just a vampire robot that has an echolocation gun that shoots sound. And if he gets hit by his own sound, it can supercharge his next shot.
Interesting.
Otherwise, he's just robot vampire that just sucks energy, I guess.
Let me ask you a very important question.
Okay.
In the build up to this character, because I've never played any of the Mega Man games, I'm only kind of partially familiar with the lore and the premise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before the boss battle, is there any lore or any build up to indicating that for all intents and purposes he has the powers of a regular vampire?
No, you're literally going through a theme park attraction to fight him, which is a haunted house
Okay.
attraction.
Gotcha. Okay. So while you say he is a robot vampire, we have no evidence to support that he is actually part robot and part vampire.
Like, literally, the only thing that makes him a robot vampire is that he pretty much has like a Dracula motif with the bat wings, and one of his attacks is he can bite you and suck energy out to heal himself, but that's as far as it goes.
Interesting. Because see, that puts me in a bit of a dilemma here, right? Because on the one hand, it's very evident that he's basically a haunted house ripoff attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to put him low. But the implications of him being a robot and a vampire are fascinating, right? So, like, do we just assume that his ability to gain energy is only because it's from another robot? Or do we assume that he can just do that to all humanoids? Because Mega Man's technically a cyborg, right? Not a robot?
No, he's just a robot.
Oh, he is just a robot. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no cyborgs whatsoever in the series. It's all.
Okay. Um, that's tough.
I
Do I rate him
mean,
higher because he's a robot vampire, or do I rate him lower because he's not a robot vampire?
if he was the Battle Network Shade Man, this would be a whole different story. That guy is a
Yeah.
menace.
Um, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, an echolocation sound attack gun is just weird still.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But you see where I'm coming from about him being a robot vampire. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of insane.
Yeah, but if it's a theme park attraction, he's literally just modeled after Vampire. That's all as far as it really
Right.
goes. And like, Dr. Wily could have made like energy stealing in his teeth or something.
Yeah. I just unless we get like confirmation that he can do that to both robots and humans, I don't feel comfortable putting him any higher than C tier. But I will put him at the top of C tier
Well,
because I am a slave to aesthetics, and a robot vampire does sound kind of badass, in my opinion. What were you gonna say?
yeah, because to the best of my knowledge, they still have the laws of robotics where robots can't intentionally harm people. So that is still a thing.
Gotcha.
Even for Dr. Wily's robots, depending on which continuity you're looking at.
Yeah. All right. Turbo Man. Hang on. Ah, fucking yawning. Turbo Man.
He turns into a car and goes vroom.
That's it.
Yeah, he's literally a transformer. And for some reason, they give him an attack where he shoots a fire wheel out, but that's as far as it goes.
That's weird.
I mean, to be fair, it's like a Formula One race car that he turns into, but yeah.
I'm just trying to think about it, because when you think about kind of the logistics of it, it is useful being able to transform into a car. It means that you're able to transport yourself basically anywhere. So it gets rid of a lot of the logistical issues. But if that's all you can really do, flaming wheel or not, eh,
I mean, it's still like a car based on his size, so he's not like turning into a full size car. But another thing to think
yeah.
about it is he's running you over as a car. I mean, this dude's going like. Actually, let me look up how fast Formula One cars actually can go, because if he goes full speed, getting hit by that's gonna hurt like a bitch.
You're not wrong.
Let's see, top speed about 233 miles per hour.
Jesus. Okay.
But if he's going that fast, he's not turning well.
Yeah. um, I'd say bottom of C tier, honestly. Just because it would be higher if he was human sized, like, or no, if he was like car sized, right?
Yeah.
But like, since he's only human sized, he can't really transport you or anyone else. But he does move fast, so. And you're right, that is gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Maybe top of D tier would be better, because it's still not quite as useful. Well, not top of D tier, because Rule is top of D tier, and I refuse to move her. All right, Tengu Man.
Let's see. Ability to fly, has fake leaves he shoots out that essentially are fans that can create little whirlwinds for him.
Right.
So pretty much flight with light wind manipulation through normal technology.
Okay. So he does have all the powers of a Tengu, because Tengu is actually a Japanese mythological creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, definitely. Fuck, what was Windman again? Could he fly? I can't
No, he
remember.
could not.
He cannot fly, so he's already higher. He's for sure at Gyroman. And I couldn't remember what Gyroman did.
He could fly and shoot little helicopter propellers as projectiles.
Okay. Um, Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking Tengu Man's going to be a little higher than Gyro Man, just because the utility of like being able to make little gusts of wind, as opposed to just shooting helicopter blades, I think is a little bit higher. Um, I'm going to put him higher than Shade Man, just because I think that Tengu Man is what Shade Man could have been if they stuck with the theme a little better, because he is a robotic Tengu. But he's not higher than C tier because he's not actually a Tengu. He's just a robot with light wind manipulation.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Astro Man.
Another. I have to actually look up what exactly he's supposed to do because he's a weird one for in game.
Okie dokie.
Astro Man. He originally worked and built to work at a planetarium. Let's see, to create alternative dimensions in which he could bring people into. But Dr. Wily saw him and modified him for combat. Astro Man uses his ability to confuse opponents and attack them with either his two levitating orbs or his Astro Crush ability.
The hell is Astro Crush?
That's the part I was trying to make sure of what exactly that's supposed to be.
Okay.
Being able to create a small meteor storm in a localized area.
That's actually hella powerful.
Uh,
And you said this man could manipulate dimensions and shit, or did that get changed?
no, that was part of it. Like, it said that he creates alternate dimensions for working in a planetarium to take people into.
Yes. Okay. Um, and he can create small localized meteor storms.
And this is not a Dr. Wily built robot. This is one where he modified as well. Like, a lot of these he did not even make.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We got to put him at S tier because that's some cosmic level manipulation right
I
there.
mean, literally, make an alternate dimension, throw someone in and close it. Done.
Exactly. It's the banish spell from fucking D&D. Just boom, gone. Problem solved. And there's like no weaknesses about this. There's no like there's no caveats to it. Like it can only be filled so much.
Nothing that the wiki is saying, but again, we're going off of like a one and done boss fight.
Right. Yeah, that's still some cosmic level manipulation. I gotta go bottom of S tier for sure. Oh god, these names are getting dull. Swordman.
He has a sword. Sword
Looks like a
can
pretty
catch
hefty sword.
fire, and his upper torso is actually not attached to his legs.
Huh.
So he actually can like whip his torso forward to extend his swing slightly, or just do some weird goofy shit with his body.
Okay. I would say that that's on par with kind of the physical attack pattern we got going on here with Slash Man, Yamato Man, Shadow Man, Tomahawk Man, Night Man. Um, I'd honestly say that that's a little higher than Slash Man, just because with the ability to separate the torso, you're right, his swing does get enlarged.
And his legs
So,
actually are unable to really take damage health bar wise. You have to actually hit the upper torso.
okay, so he has a reduced hitbox. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Middle C tier, easily. Clown Man.
Stretching limbs and taser grab.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Does it give us a voltage on that taser grab?
I can see because it's enough to hurt
Yeah.
Mega Man.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna do something real quick.
It just says it only says high voltage electricity. Does not give a
I will-
voltage amount.
So a taser typically has about 50,000 volts of electricity. And it does describe itself as a high voltage shock electric device to incapacitate a person by disrupting muscle control.
Yep.
And
And
it's defined specifically as a taser attack, you said, right?
uh, well, that's how I describe it myself. Because the way it works is like he would actually grab you and then channel electricity into you from his grab.
Okay. Yeah, we can't really put him any higher than C tier, I think, just because, like, I don't know, man. You just can't put him any higher than C tier because we don't know if it works any differently than a taser. For all we know, he could be channeling Sparkman or Electroman or Electman levels of electricity, right?
Yeah, he just has no
And
way of shooting it out. It has to be through
right,
contact.
yeah. So I gotta go C tier. And now that I'm thinking on it, I am gonna put Gyroman a little bit higher here, just cause thinking on it, he does have similar attacks to Cutman and Metalman, right? Because they have the projectiles. He can launch helicopter blades, but he can fly. I think that's a big distinction, and that's why Shademan and Tengu Man are also up higher here as well. I think we're going to put him right up here because I
Okay.
thought about it, and the ability to fly is insane. Like that's a bit of a game changer.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think Windman, when we looked at him, had the ability to fly, right?
No, he does not.
Yeah, so we're good with him being right there. You hear that, kids? Get flying, or you're only going to be C tier. All right. What the fuck is this name? Searchman.
Yep. He is a sniper robot.
Ooh, sniper bot. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Literally built-in sniper rifle arm, two heads to search around with, so he's got a spotter and a sniper head.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep. Good at hiding camouflage, and I'm not sure if he has any alternative weapons.
Still a sniper bot with its own built-in spotter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um.
And they are two distinctly different minds running there.
Okay. Interesting. Um. I'm gonna put him
Oh wait,
right next to. Oh.
got a little thing on this here. Dr. Riley forgot to install two different personalities, so it's one personality switching between the two heads.
Oh. Okay. Hmm. I still like the idea that he has a built-in spotter. That's not too shabby, all things considered. Um, but the fact that it's one mind does put it down quite a bit. Hmm. I would say let's put him above Clown Man.
Yeah,
For the time being.
because having two different head lines going for two heads, it makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Oh, without a doubt. For sure. All right. I wonder what this person does. I wonder what they deal with. Frostman. What on earth could they deal with, Zealotjohn?
He's made out of leftover refrigerator parts.
We're back to the bottom of the barrel bullshit again.
But for
God
some
damn
reason,
it,
Wiley was
Wiley.
able to supercharge it to the point where he can actually make like big blocks of ice really quickly and push them around as projectiles. Like this
Okay.
guy's Hulk size.
Okay, so arguably he has increased strength.
I mean, he definitely
Um,
does, given that he literally will punch the ice to send it flying.
okay. Um, with ice manipulation, like, can he shape the blocks of ice? Or, like, Because I'm just trying to think. Because the only thing I could think of is that essentially he took the part that makes ice cubes in a refrigerator, right, like in the freezer,
Yeah,
and he just weaponized it, right? Because that's
that's pretty
essentially.
much what he did.
I can't really, in good consciousness, rate him all that high, but
But the ice blocks he makes are like bigger than people.
yeah. Screw it. I'd say the combination of that gets him up to B tier for sure. Because we're starting to get into elemental manipulation, and I think at that point it's just a matter of figuring out how to utilize your power at that point.
Yeah.
Because that's a solid combination. Super strength and the ability to create supersized ice objects.
Oh yeah.
Fucking insane. Like, imagine if he could create weapons from that shit and use it. Like, he could just create a club. Could you imagine just him swinging around a giant Hulk-sized baseball bat made of ice? Shit would be insane. Grenade Man.
Gee, I wonder what weapon he uses.
Well, golly gee willikers, Zealotjohn, why don't you tell us?
Well, you see, he's just a downgraded napalm man where he just shoots grenades.
What did Napalm Man shoot again? Missiles?
Grenades, but they were filled with napalm.
Okay.
These are just normal grenades.
And like, do they have any special arc? Do they have any special properties?
No, they're just grenades. Just normal grenades.
Well, I gotta say that he's gotta be higher than he's gotta be at or higher than Bomb Man.
Well, that's kind of what you kind of gotta wonder because grenades are more of a shockwave impact versus actual explosive.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we put him because grenades are grenades. Like grenades are gonna fuck someone up
Yeah.
regardless.
Oh yeah.
I'd say maybe put him at about with Searchman,
All right.
just because explosions and whatnot. All right, Aquaman.
So he just shoots water. But
Okay, he
for
has all the powers of a super soaker.
but for some reason he's able to control the water he shoots, so that it kind of like snakes around until it hits something, and then they just sploosh.
Like, do we have any indication on the water pressure he shoots it at? I mean, obviously hard enough to damage Mega Man, I'm assuming.
Well, here's the thing: how do you really quantify water pressure if it shoots out and turns at a 90-degree angle, and then turns at a 90-degree angle again in midair without touching something?
Fuck, that's some physics bending bullshit.
Yeah, but like as soon as it hits something, then it all just ground. It is some goofy stuff.
I want to put it in S tier, but like,
It's just water.
how do we quantify this? Like, I'd say top of B tier at least,
It's so
just
conflicting
because
because it's like such an insane power, but
it's also so stupid.
it's not even like the creative stupid either.
It's like I just have more questions than answers, stupid. I mean, bottom of A tier. Let's put him bottom of A tier because it is technically an elemental manipulation. Because that fucker's water bending. I don't care what anyone says. He's water bending. Alright. Concrete Man.
He's a concrete mixer.
I see. That's all he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a concrete mixer, and he can just shoot out concrete. Like it can form into bricks like instantly upon contact, but it's concrete.
I don't know, dude. I don't know where to put this guy. Like, because he's still technically more useful than lead bubbles. Like, honestly, at this point, I'm thinking we just move Bubble Man to E tier. You know what I mean? Like, was there any reason we kept him at at D tier rather than E tier?
The fact that his power actually technically was a projectile rather than I jump up and spin.
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're fucking right. I hate it, but you're right.
That, and he's also the only weapon that can damage the final boss of the game he's in.
That's fair. All right, Concrete Man, you're just above lead bubbles. Be proud of that fact. All right, next one. Tornado Man.
He causes upward air movement.
Can he fly?
No, but he can jump good using that air movement.
Okay. Okay, that's something. That was my follow-up. Um, what does he attack with?
Upward air movement. That for some reason looks like a tornado.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're in Mega Man 10, Mega Man 9, where all these robots were convinced by Dr. Wily to join him, otherwise they were going to get turned off. So these are literally just random robots he found on the street for the most part.
Fuck. God, we have so many fucking names here.
Yep.
We have Pump Man. Oh my god, we have Pump Man. Oh, I'm dying here, Smalls. I've got to move Concrete up, man, up after this, because, like, a concrete mixer is still useful, right? Like, it has actual use in the real world. Like, fuck it, let's put him up here. Like, and if the bricks can turn instantly, like, that's free building materials, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's free fucking building materials. He could solve the national housing crisis if he wanted to. But, like, I jump really good. It's not. It's better than lead bubbles. I cannot stress how better it is than lead bubbles, but oh boy, that's not a high bar to clear. You know? I'm sorry, man. I
Yeah,
gotta put you a D tier.
yeah, there are some really low bars at some point.
And we got our first woman, Splash Woman.
Hooray, Splash Woman!
It only took us 9 games.
He dumped my entire drink on the couch.
Oh gosh.
What does she do?
She swims and talks to robot fish.
God damn it, Capcom.
I mean,
God
I guess
fucking damn it.
the trident she also has can shoot like energy projectiles, but yeah, it's mostly the robot fish thing for her fight. And again,
How are you somehow less useful than Aquaman, whose main superpower is talking to fish? In that you can only assumedly talk to robot fish.
because she was designed to work in an aquarium. Again, these like this batch of robots were just random robots who were designed for public work that Dr. Wily convinced to join him. He didn't reprogram them, he talked them into it.
So they don't even have. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Uh, like, can she talk to regular fish or no?
No.
Oh my god. And once again, we're at the near bottom of D tier with the lead bubble bar being cleared. Fucking done, man. Plug Man. Oh my god. What does he do?
He plugs himself into the wall to charge himself up, and he can unload the electricity how he pleases.
Okay, that's not terrible. We're finally out of D tier, thankfully. I don't know. So he can manipulate it how he sees fit. That's very high. But the caveat that he has to collect the energy instead of being able to generate it himself.
Yeah, no, he literally has to plug himself into the wall to get the energy.
Still, that's pretty powerful that he can manipulate it. I'd say top of C tier, at least. You know?
He cannot use it while plugged in, so he has to disattach himself to use it.
Yeah, and honestly, that's enough, I think, to leave him at C tier, just because if he had the ability to manipulate it while he was plugged in, easily B tier. If he didn't need to plug in, he would be A tier or potentially even S tier. Because as far as I know, we don't really have anyone that can manipulate the electricity like he can. But yeah, top of C tier. Oh god, this guy sounds like a loser. Jewel Man.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Oh goody. Oh goody.
Let's see.
With names like Hornet Man, Magma Man, and Galaxy Man, Blade Man, and Pump Man. I am just...
Dr. Light created him to work in a diamond mine where he's in charge of cutting and polishing rocks with dexterity to create jewels. And his weapon of choice is using the jewels to create a barrier. So he's the shield skill of this game.
Okay. Does the barrier have any special properties?
It's a barrier made out of jewels he made.
I keep forgetting we're still on the downgrade from the Leaf. I keep forgetting that. So essentially, this guy is a glorified rock polisher.
Who actively works in the diamond mines.
You know, just because he works in a diamond mine, we're putting him at E tier. I'm making a statement here. Fuck diamond mines. But I gotta at least... Like, is the... Can he at least drill through diamond? Like, is it assumed that he can drill through diamond?
I mean, that's kind of a debatable thing because he's cutting them, but he's designing them for like jewelry. So I guess technically he could, but he doesn't want to. Because I guess it would take more skill to actually cut diamonds than just break them.
Alright. Regrettably, I'm gonna put him at D tier. Just because it does require some skill to cut jewels, especially diamonds of all things. But god, that's such a useless sounding ability. Like, someone in the comments correct me, like, who knows more about the lore of him, but like, create shield themed around jewels. Cuts jewelry.
Yeah.
Not a very sophisticated skill set. Somehow talking to robot fish outdid it. Talking to literally electronic fish somehow beat the jeweler. Make that shit make sense. Hornet Man.
So you thought hornets were bad.
Okay.
Robot hornets.
Okay. As much of a meme as this is, you're not necessarily wrong.
I'm actually looking up what his supposed original day job is quick.
Oh God. I just. How many more of these from this particular game are we doing?
Galaxy Man is the last one, I think.
Okay. Thank God. Oh, thank God that Pump Man is the second one in the next game. Thank God. Chat. I gotta zoom in on this real quick while he's looking that up. I'm gonna let you look that up. But you gotta understand, like. Hang on, I'm gonna try to zoom in here. Like. This man literally has a water pump for a head. I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. It's the most absurd fucking design I've seen. Alright, Zealot, what do we got for Hornet Man?
Okay, so his day job is managing a flower park, as he uses robot hornets to pollinate all the plants. That's what his day
Okay,
job was.
that's... You know what? Arguably being able to manage insect... Arguably having control over robot hornets, I mean, we'll just assume that they're bees just because they're bees, because I don't think hornets actually pollinate.
No, they do not. They're supposed to be bees, but everything calls them hornets. So I'm not sure why they
Yeah.
didn't call him Bee Man.
Probably because Hornet Man sounds cooler.
Yeah.
So for the purposes of this tier list, we're gonna treat them like bees. And I would arguably say that that's a bit of a stronger power. I'd arguably even say that having quasi-insect manipulation over a pollinating insect is maybe bottom of C tier, because that does some environmental good. Like, that's the thing that people don't realize. You want your avocado toast, you want your coffee, you want your roses for your Valentine's Day. You know, bees pollinate flowers. Bees pollinate so many fucking plants. It's insane. So, you know what? I'll give him credit. That's a C tier for sure. All right, I swear to God, if Magma Man disappoints, I'm gonna lose my shit, Zealot. I'm gonna go on record and lose my shit with Capcom.
He was made to oversee safety operations and manage a geothermal power plant, and the ability
Okay.
to withstand high temperatures, and loves to visit the hot springs.
You know what? I don't fault the man for that.
So
What
literally,
are his powers?
his job is just managing heat. So magma control probably is. It looks like he is able to shoot out magma for his weapon.
Okay. So extreme heat manipulation. We're kind of getting into the vestiges of elemental control here, so I would absolutely say,
His weapon's called the Magma Bazooka.
what the fuck? What the actual fuck, Wily?
Again, Dr. Light made this robot. Wiley just weaponized it.
Anyway, yeah, I'd say bottom of B tier. We're kind of dealing with. Actually, let me. Because heat resistance is very useful. I would say maybe below Gutsman. All right, Galaxy Man. What do we got going on for Galaxy Man?
Created to work at a space research center, where his job is to instantly calculate the trajectory for rockets. He loves to observe stars, blah blah blah. Has the ability to fly short distances, retracting his arms and legs to make him look more like a thing. Also, the ability to teleport short distances. Galaxy Man also is able to constantly change colors. His special weapon is the Black Hole Bomb, which is a bomb that he is able to detonate into a temporarily existing black hole.
That's some cosmic level manipulation shit. This man just casually shoots black holes. That's some Drukari from 40k shit.
No, he shoots a bomb that becomes a black hole.
What the fuck? And he can fly, and he can teleport?
Yep.
Yeah, S
But the
tier.
flight and teleport's still short distances, so it's not like true flights.
Right, but still, like, I mean, the man shoots a bomb that turns into a black hole. It's semantics at that point. S tier, for sure. Alright. I'm sorry, I keep looking at Pump Man.
We're
Blade
almost
Man.
there. We're almost to your favorite robot master.
He's not my favorite, he's just so fucking stupid looking. He's just so stupid. I can't get over it. Alright, Blade Man.
He is a robot made by someone who loves swords. So he has swords for limbs and can throw swords.
Okay. Honestly, I'd put him just above Swordman.
At least Swordman has a normal hand.
This is true. Um. Yeah, no, I'm still sticking by it. Just above Swordman, but below Clownman. Just because, while he doesn't necessarily have the reach that Swordman does, he does have the ability to throw swords, which is no small feat in terms of strength. Because swords are not, unless they're designed specifically for throwing, like swords by themselves are not necessarily designed for throwing. Axes are designed for throwing, throwing stars are designed for throwing, bow and arrow is designed to shoot, but like swords are not designed to just be yeeted
No,
across the
they are not.
battlefield. So the fact that this man can yeet them is impressive. Alright. Dare I ask, what does Pump Man do?
He works at the water treatment plant.
Okay.
And he's a resident shield skill for the game, so he actually creates a water barrier
Okay.
out of water bubbles.
Interesting. Interesting. Um. By virtue of name alone, we're going to put him at top of C tier. And I think that means we have one barrier skill per level, I think, at this point. Except for E tier. Because, yeah, we have Jewel Man. We have Pump Man for C. We have Crystal Man for B. We have Skull Man for A.
And Plant Man.
And Plant Man. And we have Wood Man for S. So assuming there isn't anything more garbage tier than Top Man, you know what? The barriers are actually doing pretty okay, all things considered. Alright, this one's got a solid name. I'm curious about this one. Commando Man.
Let's see. Uh,
While you're looking that up, I'm just seeing if there's any other doofy looking ones.
he was a mine-sweeping robot used for remote detonations.
Okay.
He has also something called commando bombs that he shoots, and he specializes in pounding the ground to stun.
Okay. What are commando bombs?
That is what I'm trying to find here. It's a bomb that travels along the ground.
Like it physically moves?
Yes.
Hmm.
So think of it as
Okay.
like a land surface torpedo that moves along the surface of the ground with the main intent on detonating mines if it runs over them.
Okay.
And then using the shockwaves to possibly hit any other mines that are nearby.
Okay. Easily above Napalm Man, for sure. But yeah, I think we're just going to put him just below... Let's see here. We'll put him just below Crystal Man, I think. Because again, me as a person, I value defense over offense, personally. I'm of the mind that if something is secure enough, nothing can get through. But ground-based torpedoes sound kind of kick-ass. Oh no, we got Chill Man. I wonder what he does.
His job is to keep watch over the Arctic in order to help stop global warming.
We could really use that right now.
Yeah. And
What does he do?
shoots ice spikes or freeze you on contact.
Okay. Let's say, he can freeze you on contact, you said, right?
Yes.
Now, is that just a separate projectile, or is that the ice spikes themselves?
Like physical contact, like him touching you.
Okay. Interesting. I would say bottom of... I'd say top of B tier. Because he has a long-ranged attack. It's clear that he can manipulate the ice to become projectiles. But he can also freeze you on contact, which means you can't get close to him to circumvent the ranged attacks. Which is kind of dangerous. So, that's what I'm going to go for that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, Sheep Man.
So he was designed to herd sheep.
Okay.
Got bored, realized his wolves gathered an oddly high amount of static electricity. So he quit his job to go to a manufacturing job where he tests circuit breakers for circuit boards.
Okay.
And he basically uses static electricity to generate electricity and use that as projectiles.
Okay. So he can generate electricity and actually focalize it as a projectile.
Because it's all static electricity.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of stupidly powerful.
You want to hear what makes it even more dumb and stupidly powerful?
What?
He's able to rip off parts of his wool to create little clouds that will later shoot more electricity.
That's some near cosmic level shit. Like, no joke. Like, fuck. Like, fuck. What was Lekman's exact powers again? I can't remember.
Generating and shooting electricity.
Generating, shooting electricity. Could he make little clouds
No.
to shoot electricity?
No, literally, we're just looking at, like... You know how, like, in Avatar The Last Airbender, the firebenders could do the thunder shoot?
Yeah, yeah.
That's essentially the extent of Lekman's power. Just straight zap.
And Sheepman can do that, and more.
Because he just generates that much static electricity.
Fuck me, like, would it be wrong of me to put him in S tier? Do you think he's that powerful?
I mean, people are going to argue against that, but it is pretty stupid, like, how much electricity he generates if it's literally creating a thunder strike from ripping off some wool off of him.
Yeah, that's weather manipulation and electric. Fuck me, I can't even speak right. S tier, Sheepman, he's going there. Next. Oh god, Strike Man, and he's shaped like a baseball. God damn it. What does he do?
Let's see here, just confirming.
I swear to God, if he just plays baseball, I swear to God.
Yeah, he shoots baseballs really fast, and he can roll himself into a ball and throw himself.
Somehow, that's just better than Jewel Man, because I've gotten hit with a baseball by someone who wasn't a professional pitcher. That shit hurted. Professional pitchers can pitch that shit at like 90-something miles per hour. That's enough to break bone.
Yeah. No, he...
So, The fact that he's able to pick himself up and throw himself, you know what? In all seriousness, he doesn't deserve D. I'll say top of D tier next to roll. I'll say because that could actually fuck someone up. Ah, fuck it. We'll put him at bottom of C tier. Fine. No takesies backsies. Yet. Nitro Man.
He turns into a motorcycle.
Okay.
If anything, he's specifically like a stunt bike motorcycle type of deal.
Okay. What's his max speed?
Unspecified.
We're gonna put him just below Turbo Man for now, just because. Yeah, he can turn into a motorbike, and a motorbike can hit you at about 80 miles an hour. That's still gonna hurt like a son of a bitch.
But he's not going to be stable like an F1 car.
Right. So in that case, maybe. What does Dustman do again?
Shoot, crush and shoot junk at you.
Okay, just below Dustman. Cool. All right, we got a very interesting name here, Solar Man.
Let's see. He creates artificial sunlight.
Okay.
He is able, and that sun that is over his head can absorb attacks so that to make his next projectile stronger.
Okay. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
So he can create an artificial sun that can absorb matter to make projectiles stronger.
Yep. Well, specifically the artificial sun over his head.
Do we know if, what did he do before? Like, what was his occupation?
He worked at a solar farm.
Of course he did. So wait, so that means his sun operates like a normal everyday sun. Right?
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Solarman worked at a sunlight research lab before he went berserk. So it was. So it's not a sun, but researching artificial sun to make sun.
Okay.
Yeah, because the main plot of Mega Man 10 was that Wily unleashed Roboenza on the world, and it caused robots to just go berserk.
Okay.
So these are just normal robots that just went mad because they got a virus.
Okay.
Kind of like Mega Man X.
I gotta say C tier. Because, we don't know what the artificial sun can do. Like, if we knew what the sun could do, this could potentially be cosmological. Like, it could be S tier, but...
If it helps, his weakness is water.
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Top of S tier. Or C tier. Sorry. I'm just so done with some of these names. Some of these names are wild. Like, Blockman.
Now we're on Mega Man 11.
Woohoo! What does Blockman do?
He creates blocks and can manipulate them.
Are you telling me this man is literally a living version of Tetris?
Kind of like, apparently he creates a giant version of himself as part of his boss fight that he jumps in and controls.
What did he do?
I have not actually played 11, so I actually need to look look into these ones more.
Yeah.
Construction. He worked in construction.
Okay.
Specifically exterior construction.
You know what? That's fair. I'll put him above Concrete Man because that does have some capabilities. You almost made it to E tier, Block Man. I want you to be grateful. Fuse Man.
Originally created to manage electrical equipment in a power plant. Was reprogrammed by Dr. Wily. He is able to freely manipulate high voltage currents and move at lightning speed, being able to instantaneously get on an opponent's blind spot and mech electrical attacks.
Okay. That's actually stupidly powerful. Can he generate the electricity?
Does not specify if he's using other electricity or generating. So, unspecified.
Alright, top of A tier for the time being then. Because super speed and electrical manipulation. Oh no, I'll put him next to Electman. I'll put him above Electman. Because Electman has the ability to create and manipulate electricity. Fuse Man sounds like can manipulate and move at lightning fast speeds.
Correct.
So, still very powerful. Blast Man.
Let's see. He is a volatile robot with a flair for theatrics and a taste for explosions. He was originally manufactured by the BB Bomb Company to use his bombs to provide explosive special effects for movie studios and theme parks.
Okay.
Blastman was captured and reprogrammed by Dr. Wily to help him conquer the world and fight against Megaman. Prior to being captured, Blastman was creating an explosion-themed attraction for a theme park, Flowerland.
So this guy's literally the pyrotechnics at a concert.
Correct. Weaponizing
Okay.
the concert pyrotechnics.
Okay.
Let's see, can create floating bombs that detonate after a short time. They can also be combined for massive explosions.
Okay. Not terrible. I'd say that he's just above Bomb Man, because he can manipulate his explosives. Yeah, I'd say C. If he can manipulate them and cause them to enlarge. That is potential. Acid Man.
Made for helping chemists originally.
Okay.
Let's see. He's the barrier skill for this game.
Are you
Generates
fucking
a
kidding
shield made of acid that not only protects him from all damage, but also lets him shoot globs of acid at enemies.
me? Okay.
I think we finally got a contender against Woodman.
Yeah, because he can stop and weaponize it. Fuck it. How powerful is the shield?
Oh, it says it blocks all attacks.
Okay. Fuck it, yeah. Above Woodman, because I don't know about you, but in the game of rock, paper, scissors, acid beats paper.
It was just weird, like, looking at S tier and it's like, oh yeah, who's up in S tier? Oh, we got the normals, Mega Man, Proto Man, the guy who stops time, the guy who stops time, the guy who has acid, some dude who throws leaves at you made out of wood.
The man who literally manipulates Egyptian death curses and three galactic level manipulators and a fucking sheep. The irony is not lost on me in this S tier. Anyway. Tundra Man.
Ooh, he's from Dr. Karsak. So we finally got one back from him. Let's see. As a surveillance robot designed to monitor environmental changes in some of the Earth's coldest regions, led a lonely life. And after watching Ice Skating Championship on TV, he was inspired to become a professional figure skater.
Okay.
Let's see. He was stolen by Dr. Wily. He made some modifications for combat. Let's see, special weapon, the Tundra Storm, which allows to generate a column of icy cold air that can destroy enemies directly above and below himself.
Okay.
So we just got another Blizzard type skill going on here.
Okay. Hmm. I would honestly say so. He can launch icy columns to attack above and below him.
Yep.
I would say that we put him next to Freeze Man. That seems pretty comparable. That seems to be where a lot of the ice people are. Except for Frostman. But that's just because he's a glorified refrigerator. I said what I said. Torchman!
His job is Smokey the Bear.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy is responsible for fire safety?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. He's a practitioner of Torch Jutsu, or Torch Flame Fist, a martial art that he himself developed, being particularly good with jumping kicks. His special weapon, Blazing Torch, allows him to fire a ball of red-hot fire diagonally in the air. He speaks with a thick Japanese accent.
Oh, goody.
And while he is practicing his physical martial arts, it causes him to burst into flames.
Okay. So I'm not putting him in with the other elemental stuff because this guy's special ability is just martial arts that just happens to cause fire to appear.
Yes.
Honestly, I put that right below Frostman because that implies that he has a decent amount of strength, and he is a capable fighter, it sounds like. And I mean, come on, flaming punches and kicks.
But
what's not to love?
Why would you give the Smokey the Bear dude fire powers? Give him water powers or something.
I don't know. I don't know, John, and it makes me angry. It makes me so angry. Wait. Did I skip someone?
No.
Oh, I think I did.
Oh yeah.
I accidentally put
he
Anchor
is
up
way.
there.
Yeah, he's somewhere else.
Unity. I think he was here. Oh fucking no. Anyway, Impact Man.
A robot designed for piling.
Quoi? That's French for what?
I actually had a link to the Wikipedia page for piling, so I'm actually reading that right now. Okay. So his job. Okay, so his job is to literally stick something in the ground very, very deep through just sheer force and shooting it down.
Okay.
In order to make deep structure, foundational structures for tall buildings like skyscrapers.
Okay. So it implies that he's incredibly strong. So we're going to definitely put him next to Guts, man.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, yeah, I would not want to be hit by him.
Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to put... fuck. We might have to do a separate episode where I just redo the listings. Because I'm looking at this now, and I'm like, I gotta redo this. Especially B tier, I'm noticing, because... I'm looking at it and I'm like, Frostman should be above Gutsman because Gutsman has super strength. Frostman assumedly has super strength as well as the ability to create ice. So, I think we're just gonna have to dedicate an episode to researching.
Gutsman.
You don't think so?
He's gonna be stronger than the average robot, but I think Gutsman was designed specifically for that, where Frostman was not.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just super out of it.
But we
And
could definitely do a third episode to reorganize as needed.
yeah, just because I value your insight and I don't know, I'm looking through. It's just there's just so much overlap with some of these powers. It's just hard to keep track.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bounce Man.
Let's see. Originally developed as a crash test dummy robot.
Okay, off to a solid start so far.
Let's see. Stretching and bouncing abilities led him to become a fitness instructor at an indoor athletic center amusement park called Boing Boing Park.
I beg your fuckingest pardons. Boing Boing Park?
Yeah, that's what the wiki says.
Fuck.
And his
God
colorful
damn
body
it.
and friendly appearance led to his transformation into a big hit with kids and adults alike. And then Dr.
All
Wily
right.
kidnapped him, reprogrammed him, in which he took over Boing Boing Park, and Bounce Man is... Let's see, still blah blah blah. Treats this fight as one big game. His special weapon, Bounce Ball, allows to shoot 3 bouncy balls, which can be tilted up or down. So essentially, he just bounces around a throat and shoots balls.
Do the balls have any special properties?
They're just balls.
I
They're rubber balls.
didn't think we could do it, John, but we did it. Someone is somehow more useless than Bubble Man.
I mean, they're still top man.
Does he belong in does he belong in D tier or E tier though? That's the question.
Honestly, top man's still worse. Either way.
Yeah. Fuck it. We'll leave him in D tier. We'll restructure it. Hopefully when I'm feeling better. But
Oh my god.
alright. Dynamo Man. Oh, with a name like that, come on. You gotta give me something here, Capcom. Gotta give me something epic.
He is a robot designed to guide school children on field trips through the power plant. He was modified and given a power generator to allow him to create powerful electric fields around him.
Okay. Is he the barrier of the game that he's in?
No, he is not.
Okay. So he can create electrical fields around him. Can he manipulate this electricity in any way?
I don't believe so.
Dynamo Man, you had one fucking job. You had one fucking job. Just be better. Just be better. uh, um... This is tough. He can generate the field on his own, so that's... But he can't manipulate it, so he's worse than Plugman. At least Plugman could manipulate it. Yeah, I'd say D tier. Jesus, I didn't think we'd get an electric power that was D tier, but
Wait,
here
what
we
do you
are,
mean
I guess.
manipulate? None of them can really manipulate them. They're all just shooting them out, I thought.
Well, no, you said Plugman can freely, he plugs in and freely manipulates the electricity as he sees fit.
Like, he charges up and has to shoot it out, like all the other ones.
Yeah. But like Dynamo Man can't shoot it. He just has to make electric fields.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, D tier. Easily.
Alright.
Cold Man. God, these fucking names, man. These fucking names.
It's a Cold Man. Let's see. Was originally a refrigerator used to preserve prehistoric DNA from dinosaurs at absolute zero in Dr. Light's lab.
Okay.
How the fuck did he do that?
I don't know, dude.
How the fuck is he storing stuff at Kelvin 0? Coleman attacks by using ice-spiked walls that he creates by opening the freezer in his body. He can also cause areas to freeze from a distance.
Okay. I would argue that that's just as useful as Coldman, if not, or as Frostman, if not more.
I'm just impressed by how cold he is. Like, absolute fucking 0?
That's crazy. Can anything even survive once it's been frozen that much? Like, can it physically thaw out?
Technically it could thaw out, but dude, he's colder than outer space itself.
Does that mean he's S tier?
But he's not using it in combat. That's just like his primary function, just to store things, but it doesn't use it in combat though, so it's just so bizarre.
Yeah, maybe B tier then?
Maybe.
Yeah, like... Because we can't ignore the fact that that man is colder than space. Like, that's insane. But we'll address it another day. Ground Man.
Okay, Ground Man. Let's see here. He excavates ruins, sometimes hoards treasures. Yeah, he's just a stronger drill man.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, where
He
did
can
we
shoot
put Drill
drill. He can shoot smaller drills while also turning into a drill himself. Oh,
So
you
wait,
got
he
drill
can
man in
shoot-
D.
Yeah, I got Drill Man in D. I also have Crasher Man in B. What did Crasher Man do?
The drills had bombs attached to them, so they would like drill in to lock in and then blow up.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd say... Do the drills explode
No.
for Ground Man? Okay.
Nope, they're just big drills that he can shoot off or use himself to drill.
Okay, I'd say bottom of C tier. Because definitely above Drill Man. Because he has that ranged aspect. Yarg, we be having Pirate Man. Yarg.
So,
Oh, God.
you want to take
I
a
don't
guess
like
what he was made for?
piracy.
Yes, actually.
Oh, my God.
So his abilities include being able to shoot bubbles,
Okay.
usage of remote explosives,
Odd, but okay.
and yeah, that's it.
That's weird. So the man can shoot bubbles and operate explosives. Are the bubbles explosive?
No.
Okay. What power do you get from him?
The explosives.
What the fuck? Bruh, I'm stumped. I don't even know where to place this man. That's so weird.
Because the thing of it is, like, it's burst man, but the explosives aren't in the bubbles.
Oh my god. I just...
And the fact that he was made to literally be a pirate and not a theme park attraction repurposed for combat, like the other things like him.
Did Light make him? Who made him for piracy?
we're coming up to them because this is from a spin-off game, Mega Man and Bass for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The first game where you actually got to play as Bass.
Nice. Okay. Um. Fuck it. Top of D tier. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know where to put you, Pirate Man. I'm so angry at you. I don't even know where to put you. Cause it's it's so out of pocket. Bubbles and remote explosives, and the man was literally made for. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about him anymore. Burner Man.
Let's see, Burner Man. Let's see.
Looks like the man has lightsabers.
No, they're like Bunsen burners.
What?
Yeah, based on Bunsen burners. You know, like in labs.
Right.
And he was
No,
designed. What?
I was saying no. I heard you, but what?
Yeah. And he was designed to harm nature.
Designed to harm or farm?
Harm, like destroy forests, burn it all down.
Okay, that's a bit of a dick
King
move.
also tricked him into believing that he must burn a full forest a day, otherwise a bomb would self-destruct inside of him. And primary weapon is a flamethrower in his right arm.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
You know, all things considered, having a flamethrower is pretty kick-ass, but it's... I'll put him in between Clown Man and... No, damn it. I gotta take this seriously. He doesn't have flame manipulation, he just has a flamethrower, correct?
Yeah, he just shoots fire. He just burns. That's all he does.
I gotta put him beneath Ground Man, because, like, yeah, burning is great, but, like, at least have the ability to manipulate it, kick with it, do something. I don't know, dude. How many more do we got left in this particular game?
2.
Okay.
Because they reused a couple for this game.
Okay. Alright. Magic Man.
A circus performer.
Okay.
Yep, enlisted in the army in order to show off his talents. His special weapon, Magic Card, can steal energy from enemies to restore his own health.
Okay. Not the most...
He throws magic cards to steal health.
You know what? I can't even be mad at it. Bottom B tier. Because not only are you siphoning off health and getting rid of their health, you're restoring your own, and you're using it with magic cards. I can't even be mad at that.
And it should be noted, the two
aesthetic.
that got reused for this game was Tango Man and Astro Man.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, they already got on the list, so screw them.
Yep.
King.
The leader of the Robot Army Rebellion. Who wanted to rule a human-free nation. And the one who was building all the cracked up robots like Burner Man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty much just primarily a figurehead leader who's just just oddly strong in like I'm the final boss type of way.
That's it.
And then when you get to the end of his castle, surprise, surprise, Dr. Wily built him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are his powers again?
Yeah, he kind of doesn't actually have any powers. He's just got the whole the charismatic leader thing going. Like legitimately, just through his charisma alone, he actually got robots to leave their jobs to join his army. Like Magic Man.
Bruh, yeah, King, you're going at E tier. I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean,
You're above top man.
if you want to be fair, his first plan of action was attacking the robot museum where all the former robot masters who have been decommissioned were in, just so that he could steal some of them to use for his own army.
Fine, D tier.
And then he
That
proceeded to
was
only
actually
steal
kinda smart.
3.
D tier.
Okay.
All right. At this point, I think I will call it good.